Hi, in the series of videos which I have been sharing in the YouTube channel, Kripa Vibes, today I thought I will discuss about the digital frauds that has been happening around in the banking environment. There are 11 types of frauds which I thought I will share with you in today's video. So they are juice jack. So what is juice jack? QR code scam. So this is one of the interesting case studies also there discussed. Wishing, phishing and smishing attack. What is that about? What are the credential theft that has been happening? Fourth one. Fifth one is hacking the passwords. Sixth one is spoof phone call. Seventh one, screen sharing fraud. Eighth one, call from unknown number that has been coming to us. Ninth one is lottery fraud. You would have seen getting messages on that. 10th one is group, the Wi-Fi security that has been happening in the common places when you charge your mobile. And then fake websites. So these are the 11 types of frauds. I thought I will just give some inputs on that for the viewers to be cautious. This doesn't mean that you should be so scary to use the net banking or internet banking. Only thing is, be safe, aware of these kind of frauds. Any link that has been coming from unknown numbers, please do not use. Never ever share your password. So these are the key, and also the OTP that comes to you. These are the key to have the safe banking and using the digital mode. What is a juice jack? Juice jacking is a security exploit in which an infected USB charging station is used to compromise connected device. The exploit takes advantage of the fact that a mobile device power supply passes over the same USB cable the connected device uses to sync the data. The juice jacking is a theoretical type of compromise of device like phones and tablets which use the same cable for charging and the data transfer, typically a USB cable. The goal of the attack is to either install a malware on the device or to surreptitiously copy potentially sensitive data from your system onto their system. So what is the shield for the juice jack? The original and world's greatest device to protect yourself from identity theft and malware. Purchased by the White House and the government agencies to protect its employees and data, the Juice Jack Defender instantly removes all data sharing capabilities between your device and any changing port. So you can use that Juice Jack Defender that will have a sort of shield, or alternatively, do not use the cable that is being shared to you or given to you by someone. Credential theft online platform, QR code scan. What happens if you scan a random QR code? What is the malware attack on this? Scanning such QR codes can trigger your device to automatically take action like downloading an app from a fake website. Such actions can also introduce malware into your device without you knowing it. So never go for a scanner which is unknown to you. Fraudsters have actually placed their own QR codes on public parking meters across the city. Drivers who used to pay the meters were actually sending their money or sensitive financial account information to the scammers. So this has happened in one of the shops also. They have the shopkeeper kept the QR code on the top. Somebody has replaced without the knowledge of the shop owner. Whatever money that has been paid through that scanner code was not being credited to the shop owner. Instead, it was going somewhere else. An example: as soon as I listed the furniture for a sale in an online platform, 3 users messaged to purchase it at the same price as listed by me, which was slightly suspicious, to be honest. That is simply because buyers on this particular famous selling platform usually bargain and do not agree immediately with the listed price. In my case, the buyer immediately asked for my number and contacted me. He seemed very eager to purchase the furniture at the price that I mentioned. In fact, he said he would make the payment before getting the product. That was the second alarm. When I asked him to first come and check out the furniture, he repeated, No, I will make the payment and purchase it. He said he would send some, but before that he would make the payment. It was the policy that followed at his second-hand furniture shop, he said. So it was suspicious for me, but I still continued the talk. Later, the scammer asked me to send the location and UPI ID or payment ID or bank account details. Since it was suspicious, I took some time to respond, but he continued to bother me. Constant calls to close the deal. That was the third alarm. And there is a panic. So first alarm is, without seeing the furniture, he said he will make the payment and then get it. Second one is, he was not even negotiating with the cost of it, price of it. He was ready to give the price which I have been asking. Third one is, he was so desperate to complete the deal urgently. I sent my UPI ID and what happened was shocking. He sent me a QR code on the WhatsApp with the amount written on the top of it. When I inquired what this was, he said, that is how I would get the payment. So meaning I would get the payment only that way. He asked me to scan that QR code through my mobile, from the GPay mode, and he said I would get the money in my bank account. That is when I figured he was a scammer, and I declined to scan the QR code. He immediately cut the call, and any attempt which I tried to contact him of no use. Online scams through QR code are one of the most common methods frauds use to trick innocent people. So whenever someone sends you a QR code on the WhatsApp or any other platform saying that money will be credited once you scan it, never do so. Please do not do that. Be assured that the person is a fraud and is scamming you. In case you need to make the payment, only then you need to scan. To get the money, you don't need to scan anything. So coming to the third fraud that has been happening, phishing, wishing and smishing. What are they? So wishing, smishing and phishing are all social engineering tactics where a scammer impersonates a trustworthy figure, brand or individual to trick them into doing something. Is phishing and smishing the same? The only difference between each term is the channel via which you can be targeted. Phishing refers to scam emails. Smishing refers to scam text or WhatsApp messages. The wishing takes place over the phone. So these are the three. Phishing is through email, smishing is through WhatsApp or SMS, and wishing is over the phone. So what is an example can you give? An email from one of the companies arrives telling the victim that their account has been compromised and will be deactivated unless they confirm their credit card detail. The link in the phishing email takes the victim to a fake website, and the stolen credit card information is used to commit further crimes. So whenever you are getting a message, if you don't respond to this card details, your account will be blocked. Please confirm that your account is withdrawn with 10,000 rupees. So unless it comes from a bank, unless you do the transaction, the messages won't come to you. So do not open any link which comes to you in the SMS or WhatsApp. The fourth one is credential theft. So what is a credential theft? It occurs when malicious actors steal login details and use them to access services or applications or to steadily elevate their privileges or access bank accounts, e-commerce websites and other platforms as a customer. For credential-based attacks on customers, stealing credentials of a financial platform breach could lead to significant financial losses. Hackers leverage several techniques to credential access, including brute force attacks, phishing, site spoofing, injecting malicious code onto a login or checkout page. How it happens? Typically, hackers breach a low-level, less sophisticated server or platform and then use it to access a large corporation. This approach may also include attacking third-party systems. The goal is to eventually access more critical systems such as payment or login components and leave behind a keylogger to capture additional credentials. Recently, there was a news that one of the famous hospitals has been hacked through this mode, credential theft. The other way credential theft occurs is through individual phishing emails. These phishing emails look like they come from a reputable source and require users to reset their password through a link. The link is sent asking you to reset your password. The link takes users to a compromised or cloned website, site spoofing this is called, that steals the credentials for later use. As users become aware of these attacks, they are likely to avoid obviously fake website URLs. The real danger comes when a hacker is able to leverage a legitimate domain and URL on which to build a false website. Because these domains are still owned by the organizations, they imply reputation and trust. So users don't hesitate to enter sensitive data. So this is one of the critical organizations getting into these kind of attacks. How passwords can be hacked? This is the fifth one. Keylogger programs enable hackers to spy on you as the malware captures everything you type. Once inside, the malware can explore your computer and record keystrokes to steal passwords. When they get enough information, hackers can access your accounts, including your email, social media and online banking. Now first thing first. What is a password attack? Well, it's a typical cyber attack where hackers attempt to access a file, folder, account or computer secured with a password. It's generally done with the help of a software that expedites cracking or guessing the password. Sixth one is spoof phone call. What is spoofing? Spoofing is when a caller deliberately falsifies the information transmitted to your caller ID display to disguise their identity. So your display will not have a clear indication of who is calling. So there is spoof phone call. Why do people spoof the call? By spoofing local phone numbers or information into the caller ID device, scammers hope to entice the recipient to answer a call they would otherwise decline. So once the name comes, once the number comes, you may even decline. So the caller spoofs the details. Seventh one is screen sharing fraud. This online fraud can steal your personal information and more. Screen sharing fraud is a type of a banking fraud wherein a hacker impersonates as a bank. He acts as an employee and asks you to download a screen sharing app for remote access. If you download and start using the said app to get access to your banking information with ease, the hackers will be able to view the access and access your own personal information such as CVV, phone number, OTP details, passwords and more information. Your personal information can be misused by these hackers to further steal money from their account without you knowing about the fraud they have got themselves into. Eighth one is call from unknown number. If you answer a call from an unknown number, hang up immediately. If you answer the phone call and the caller recording asks you to select a button or number to stop receiving these kind of calls, you should just hang up. Do not press any number. Scammers often use this trick to identify potential targets for their own benefits. The ninth one is very, very famous. You keep getting these kind of messages very commonly, which is called lottery fraud. Lottery fraud is any act committed to defraud a lottery game. A perpetrator attempts to win a jackpot size prize through fraudulent means. The aim is to defraud the organization running the lottery of money, or in case of a stolen lottery ticket, to defraud an individual of their legitimate won prize. Number 10. Wi-Fi security gaps. Public Wi-Fi is a great convenience, but scammers may use it to break into your device and steal your own identity. Is the free public Wi-Fi safe? Always assume your public Wi-Fi network is not secure. Log in or send personal information only to websites are fully encrypted. Your entire visit to each site should be encrypted, meaning that the URL stands with HTTPS. Please find out whether that S is available there. From the time you log into the site until you log out, the S should be there. 11th one, the last one, fake websites. How can you check if a website is legitimate or not? 8 ways there are, how to find the fake website. The first one is use the free McAfee web advisor to check for safe sites. The spelling is MCAFEE. This website can help you to identify the fake website. Number 2, check the padlock in the address bar. Number 3, verify the website's true seal, which will be called trust seal. 4th one, use the Google transparency report. 5th one, check the company's social media presence. 6th one, analyze the overall look of the website. You will find the difference in that. So these are the 6 ways to identify the fake website. Okay, with all these things, how do a scammer get their money? Scammers get across to your bank account numbers through fraudulent telemarketer calls or by stealing them from the unsecured websites when you sign up for a free trial. Anything free, please do not avail. This has more risk. Once a scammer has access to your account information, they can debit your account every month with your knowledge or without your approval or knowledge. So these are the risk that is involved in using the digital banking. But always be prudent. Never go for free money or freebies which is coming to you from a website that takes all your information. You might get say 50 rupees or 100 rupees as a freebie, but in the bargain you would have compromised every personal information to that website, which can be used for any other purpose of defaulting you. So always be cautious. These are the 11 digital frauds which I have discussed with you, which takes care of your bank accounts. Always do not share your password, do not share your OTP. Be cautious. Hard-earned money, safeguard yourself. Thank you very much for patiently watching. Please share this information about these frauds to the people near and dear. Thank you very much. Bye.